Hello and welcome to Bella Riosa Cooking with Injuries. I'm Bella Riosa and this channel is all about me sharing some tips and tricks that I have learned from over 11 years of having some chronic injuries as well as mild injuries. So if that's something that interests you, hit the subscribe button, follow along and let's see where this journey takes us. Now, are you getting into that festive spirit? Are you looking for that perfect hot chocolate drink to be able to have while you're cozying up on the couch, possibly watching the Christmas movies? Maybe even on Christmas Day, you've managed to have this amazing feast and you're just wanting that easy hot chocolate that you just want to share with the whole family. Well, this is my Christmas hot chocolate and I'm going to be making it in the slow cooker. I'm going to be using the slow cooker function on the oven, so let's turn that on. So this is just preheating at the moment. I'm going to be using the high setting on the slow cooker. So the reason why I'm using the slow cooker function on this mini oven today, it's because I want to make a quantity for 2 people. I'm not wanting to make a massive batch, but the benefit of me doing it this way is that you can see what the ratios are, so that when you want to make it for maybe 10 people, maybe 20 people, you know how to just multiply the recipe up so that you can feed the amount of people you're after. So let's get into it. First, we're going to add 480 grams of milk. The next ingredient we're going to add is 80 grams of chocolate. If you've never had a hot chocolate made from real chocolate, you're missing out. It is amazing. Now, I probably should have put these in first, because if I'm not careful, I'm now going to have the milk splatter everywhere. So maybe do it in the other order. Next, we're going to add 1 cinnamon stick. 2 cloves. Now, the cloves are a very strong flavour, so trust me, you want to go light on with these. But if you're a fan of the cinnamon, you may want to do a bit more. And then we're going to do a little bit of fresh ginger. So for 2 people, that's about the amount that I'm putting in. It smells so good. And let's just cut the skin off. Now, I know there's this whole trick of using the back of the spoon, but I don't know that trick yet. I'm just going to cut this into a smaller bits just so it permeates through the hot chocolate. So that's what's going into the hot chocolate. And now that the slow cooker has preheated, let's put it in. And we're going to let that bubble away for an hour and a half. Okay, here we have it. The hot chocolate has been in the slow cooker for an hour and a half. So let's pull it out and check. Looking and smelling so good. So what I'm going to do here is use a spoon. I'm going to go around. I'm not a fan of the skin that gets on the top of hot chocolate milk, but as you can see, the chocolate, it's loosely melted through. So we're just going to stir that so that the chocolate fully melts in. And now that the chocolate is fully melted through, what I'm first going to do is pour this into a jug. In the jug, I've got a tea strainer, so, you know, anything that's going to strain off the top bit. And this is because I do not want the skin and I don't want the cinnamon stick. So I just find it easier to stir it through The tea strainer, you may prefer to just pull it off. Everyone up to their own way of doing it. And the reason why I'm going to put it through a tea strainer first into a bigger jug is because we really want to make sure all the flavours are evenly mixed through, so that when I pour it into my cup, I've got the same flavours as the next person. Because we don't want one person to have a whole lot of melted chocolate and the other person not to have much. So I'll pick that up. And look at that, it's all out of the base of it, except for a little bit of ginger, a few specks of chocolate, but I'm not too worried about that. So because this is hot, I'm going to put this in the sink. All I'm doing here is the skin that was on top of the slow cook is getting in the way of me being able to pour it out. So I'm just moving it around so that the liquid can get through. And when I think there's no more chocolatey goodness to get out of it, we'll put it aside. I'm going to give the hot chocolate a stir. Put the spoon aside. Grab my mug and pour this into the mug. And there we have it, a hot chocolate for two, or one really large cup. Let's enjoy. That is one good hot chocolate. Time to go enjoy a Christmas movie.